Hey Jack, can I ask you something?
Huh? What is it? I'm a bit busy and don't have time to deal with you right now.
Sorry, I was planning to go to the bank. I'm looking for my personal seal, but can't find it. It's usually in the cabinet, but I can't find it today. Do you know where it is?
No, I don't know anything about it. You probably left it somewhere strange, didn't you?
I wonder. I'm usually careful not to lose it. I always put it in the same drawer after using it.
Well, I haven't seen it. Did you check under the stack of bills? Or maybe you left it at your parents' place last weekend?
I already checked everywhere I could think of. That's why I'm asking you.
I told you I don't know. Stop pestering me about it. I have more important things to worry about right now.
This is important too, Jack. I can't access our accounts without it.
Are you planning to go to the bank today? What about Lily?
My mother is going to look after her.
I see. Then could you also go to the city hall for me?
City Hall? Do you need some documents?
Yeah, I'd like you to pick up some divorce papers.
What? What are you talking about?
I'm sorry, but I've reached my limit with our marriage, so I'm asking you for a divorce.
Wait a minute. What do you mean? Is this some kind of joke?
No, it's not. I'm seriously saying I want to divorce you.
What are you saying? That's impossible. Lily is only 3 months old. Divorce is out of the question.
I'm sorry. I intended to stay with you forever, but circumstances have changed.
What circumstances? What happened? We just had a baby together. We just started our family.
Actually, I've always had someone I liked.
What?
I've always been crazy about my childhood friend Kate.
You mean the one you dated in middle school?
Yes, but we broke up when we went to high school, and I had other girlfriends after that, but I could never forget about Kate. But Kate married another man and seemed happy, so I thought I should move on and marry you. But when I recently went back to my hometown, Kate was there too, and I found out she'd gotten divorced.
So that business trip last month, you were meeting her?
Yes, it wasn't planned, but seeing her again made me realize what I've been missing all these years.
What? So you're abandoning us to remarry this woman?
That's right. Kate and I are facing each other with equally passionate feelings now. Kate told me that breaking up back then was a mistake.
And what about our marriage? Was that a mistake too? What about our wedding vows? What about all those times you said you loved me?
I thought I could forget her. Believe me, I really tried, Emily.
What kind of person are you? Don't you care about me at all? How much time have we spent together? Was our relationship so shallow that you can throw it away so easily?
I'm sorry, but I can't lie to my feelings. Even if you resent me, I'm going to be with Kate.
And what about Lily, your own daughter? You're just going to walk away from her too?
Kate and I will have our own family. It's better this way.
How dare you act so self-righteous, you idiot! How are you going to take responsibility for our child?
You'll have to figure that out. I can't love a child born from a woman I don't love. That's my honest feeling.
You're the worst! What is that? She's your daughter, Jack! Your flesh and blood!
Whatever. Anyways, I'll come back to get my things, so I'll pick up the divorce papers then. Please sign them by then.
Don't just decide things on your own!
I'll pay you some settlement money as compensation, so stop complaining. Please, don't get in the way of our happiness.
How can you say such things?
Pack my things when I'm gone. I'll be back to collect them and the signed papers.
We need to talk about this properly.
There's nothing to talk about. My mind is made up.
Jack, please! Think about what you're doing! Think about Lily!
Goodbye, Emily. I'll see you later. I'm really sorry for suddenly talking to you earlier.
No, please don't worry about it. I was just surprised to see you after so long.
The last time we met was at our company's anniversary party, wasn't it?
Yes, I attended with Jack as the wife of a client employee.
And I visited your home several times before that, right? Even though we were just business partners with Jack's company, I was being presumptuous enough to enter your home.
Not at all. I knew you were a valued customer of Jack's company. I remember you always complimented my cooking, especially the rolled omelets.
They were truly exceptional. Oh, I still remember the taste.
That's very kind of you to say. I enjoy cooking for others, but I didn't know at that party that your company was so incredibly large.
Well, we're a fairly substantial company, but I never expected to run into you at my regular cafe. That's why I couldn't help but say hello.
Please don't worry about it. I enjoyed our conversation.
I never imagined you and Jack had separated. You seemed like such a happy couple.
Yes, it's been a year now, but I still can't believe it. To be abandoned so easily.
That's terrible. I'm so sorry you had to go through that. That must have been devastating.
It was, especially with a newborn to care for. I felt like my whole world had collapsed.
You've been through a lot. Are you raising your child alone now?
No, I'm living with my parents, so they help me. But that means I need to work hard and to earn money too.
That's amazing. I really admire you, Emily. Despite going through such hardship, you're facing forward. Compared to you, I'm...
Did something happen?
No, it's nothing. If it's not too much trouble, would you like to talk again sometime? When I'm talking to you, I feel like I can forget about unpleasant things.
You seem troubled by something. Sometimes it helps to share with someone.
It's just... life hasn't gone as I expected either. But hearing your story gives me courage.
Really? Of course, that's fine. I enjoyed our conversation too, even though it was brief.
Thank you. I'll contact you again soon.
Yes, I understand. Feel free to call anytime.
Well, well, I never thought this would happen. Running into my pitiful ex-wife, who I dumped!
Yeah, I wonder who arranged this. If it was God, he has a twisted sense of humor.
Are you a friend of the bride? Were you close to someone like her?
What does it matter? It's been quite a while since we broke up, so my relationships have changed a lot.
Well, I guess that's true. By the way, I'm an acquaintance of the groom. We work together occasionally.
I see.
But you know, I'm really glad I divorced you.
Huh?
You know, just having a beloved wife waiting at home gives me tremendous power. No matter how tough work is, I can do my best for my wife. When I was married to you, I hated my job so much.
I see.
Kate understands me in a way you never could. She knows what I need without me having to explain it. That's what a real partnership is.
I'm happy for you, if that's the case.
Now I'm doing great at work, and I'm treated like an ace at my workplace. My salary keeps increasing, and Kate is thrilled.
Oh, really? That's nice for you, though I'm not interested.
Don't act so tough. You must be jealous seeing how well I'm doing without you.
Believe it or not, my life doesn't revolve around you anymore.
But what about you? You must be finished, right?
What do you mean?
Well, you lost your breadwinner. You can't possibly be living a decent life. What are you, a welfare mom?
It's not like that. I'm working properly.
Working at some convenience store or fast food place, I bet. Hardly the life you imagined for yourself.
My employment situation is none of your business.
How's that baby doing? Must be tough being a poor single mom.
Don't say such ridiculous things. Do you know how difficult things have been because of you?
Hey, don't take it out on me. It's all your fault, isn't it?
How is it my fault?
Well, I divorced you because I couldn't forget about Kate, right? At least I had enough feelings for you to consider marrying you. Despite that, you didn't have enough charm to make me forget about Kate. That's the cause of the divorce. Since you couldn't compete in looks, you should have at least appealed through housework or something like that. You were abandoned by me because you couldn't do that.
What kind of absurd reasoning is that?
It's simple. If you had been a better wife, maybe I wouldn't have gone back to Kate. Your cooking was decent, but Kate makes food that reminds me of my mother's. Your cleaning was okay, but Kate keeps our place spotless. You see the difference?
So I was supposed to be your maid, not your wife? Is that it?
A wife is supposed to make her husband happy. You failed at that.
And what about you? What exactly did you do to make me happy?
I provided for you, didn't I? You had a roof over your head, food on the table.
As if that's all a marriage is. What about companionship, respect, love?
Anyway, there was a reason on your side for being abandoned by me. Blaming me is completely misplaced. That ugly kid will probably have a miserable life, just like you. Well, it doesn't concern me anyway.
How dare you call Lily ugly? She's a beautiful, bright child. Not that you would know, since you've never bothered to see her.
Now why would I want to? She's just a reminder of my mistake.
I can't believe this. Well, I don't think I could have been happy with such a loveless husband anyway, so I think the divorce wasn't a mistake after all.
Ha! Don't act tough, you miserable single mom.
When did I say I was a single mom?
Huh? What?
I'm not a single mom. I'm already living happily with my new husband.
Don't lie, you idiot.
Then let me introduce you to my new husband.
As if you could remarry.
Since you won't believe me no matter what I say, I'll go get him now.
Yeah, right. I'll wait right here for this imaginary husband of yours.
You'll be eating those words soon enough.
Whatever helps you sleep at night, Emily. You really remarried?
I told you, didn't I? I remarried.
And your partner's Mr. Robert?
That's right. You brought him home several times, remember? We ran into each other by chance a few years ago, and we exchanged contact information then.
And you're saying you two got married?
Yes, thanks to him, I'm living a happy life.
That can't be true. Wilson Industries is an incredibly huge company. I was treated like a hero at my company just for winning a contract with them. And someone like that actually married someone like you?
It does seem like it really is a big company. I didn't know much about it.
And Robert said he became a department manager.
Yes, I heard he's being promoted at an incredibly fast pace.
Seriously? That company is full of elites to begin with. Being promoted there is no ordinary feat.
Robert works very hard and I'm proud of him. He's dedicated to his job and his team respects him greatly.
So that means you're living quite well now.
Maybe so. He already had a spacious apartment, and Lily and I live there with him. I'm certainly enjoying luxuries I couldn't have imagined before, but that doesn't really matter.
Doesn't matter? Are you kidding me? You're probably living in some luxury high-rise, while I'm still struggling to make partner of my firm.
Material things aren't what make me happy. It's being with someone who truly cares about me and Lily.
Did you really marry Robert? You said earlier that you were working.
That's right. Thanks to someone, I had to work out of necessity. But when I tried it, I found that I enjoyed working more than I expected, so I'm still continuing.
You're married to an elite employee of Wilson Industries, so there's no need to work. You're lying.
I'm not lying. My current husband respects what I want to do to the fullest extent, so I'm enjoying both work and housework.
Impossible! There's no way an elite like him would marry a woman with a child.
If you can't believe it, why don't you ask him directly?
Alright, I'll do that. Mr. Robert, did you really marry Emily? Yes, of course. You seemed very surprised earlier, but is it such an unbelievable story? I'm happily married to Emily, so I find it a bit offensive to be questioned like this. But someone of your caliber could surely find a better woman, couldn't you? Why would you deliberately choose someone like Emily? I find that kind of expression very irritating. I love Emily more than anything. Why are you making such disparaging remarks? That's not what I meant. I'm just thinking why someone of your status would. My status, as you put it, has nothing to do with who I choose to share my life with. Emily is intelligent, kind, and strong. Exactly the kind of person I want by my side. But she already had a child, and she's just ordinary. Well, I can only think it was fate. To tell you the original story, when I visited your home several times, I deeply respected Emily as a wonderful person. Why is that? Even though I suddenly entered your home, she never showed any displeasure and served me delicious food. The rolled omelet Emily made was so delicious, that it still remains my favorite food. So, she won you over with her cooking? Her cooking first caught my attention, but her character is what truly won my heart. And we were also in similar circumstances. What do you mean? Actually, I was married too. What? I bought an apartment trying to build a happy home, but my wife was secretly seeing another man. That happened to you. And when I confronted her about it, my wife got angry and left home. We got divorced, and I was in the depths of despair. That's when I met Emily. Perhaps because we were in similar situations, Emily was there for me. Thanks to her, I was able to recover. And by the time I was feeling better, Emily had already become an irreplaceable presence in my life. So that's why you got married. That's right. Thanks to her, I'm very happy now. Just knowing that delicious food and a loving wife are waiting for me makes me work harder. As a result, my work is going very well too. I understand, but... And you are the worst person who hurt Emily. Even I could tell how much Emily devoted herself to you, yet you felt nothing about that. And in the end, you abandoned her without a second thought. Such a thing shouldn't be forgiven. You probably don't understand how much Emily suffered because of that. If possible, I'd like to make you suffer just as much. As someone who loves Emily, I will never forgive you. Now hold on now. There's no need to get hostile. What's done is done. However, you are also the person who let me meet Emily, so I'm grateful, only for that point. But please, don't get involved with our family anymore. There won't be any more business between you and me from now on. I see, then. Excuse me. So it was true.
That's what I've been saying, right? I'm very happy being married to him.
That's because he's an elite. You really do love money.
Of course money is important, but what matters most to me is Lily.
That kid.
Yes, and he treasures Lily very much too.
Ha! You're saying he loves a daughter that isn't his own?
Yes, at least he's very different from you, who abandoned her because you found another woman. He's not the kind of person who would do that. In that sense, I think it's good for Lily that you're not her father.
Don't act so high and mighty. I was just being honest about my feelings.
Honesty doesn't absolve you of responsibility, but it doesn't matter anymore. Robert is Lily's father in every way that counts.
Actually, we're about to have a baby too. I'm sure an incredibly cute child who looks like Kate will be born. I think I'll be able to dote on a child born between Kate and me.
I hope so, because the child isn't at fault. And please never appear in front of Lily again. I think someday I'll have to tell her that she isn't blood related to her current dad. But I have no intention of ever telling Lily about you. I'll just say you died in a traffic accident.
Hey, you're treating me as if I'm dead. Isn't that too harsh?
You might as well be dead to me, so that's fine. Since I'm not even receiving child support, I don't deserve any complaints.
Child support? You're living in luxury with your rich husband. You don't need my money.
That's not the point. The point is that you've never once tried to take responsibility for your own child.
Is that so? Then from now on, you'll live a carefree life with the elite employee's money.
That's what I'll do.
But you know, I'm also glad that you married a rich guy.
Why is that?
Well, actually, I need various funds to remarry Kate, like moving expenses and money for the wedding ceremony.
So what?
But I didn't have much savings, so I borrowed some money from a consumer finance company.
I see.
But when I tried to borrow a large amount of money, the screening was strict, and they told me I needed a joint guarantor.
Wait, don't tell me you...
That's right. Actually, I made you the joint guarantor.
What? Don't be ridiculous! When did you do such a thing?
I secretly borrowed your personal seal and used it to make the contract. Remember when you said your seal was missing? Actually, I had it at that time.
You're kidding!
I needed the money, and I knew you wouldn't agree if I asked directly.
Of course I wouldn't! That's fraud, Jack! You forged my signature on a loan!
I've been repaying seriously until now, but I'm getting tired of repaying, so you can repay it for me from now on. If you ask your rich husband, it should be an easy task.
I'll do no such thing. You should repay it yourself.
Unfortunately, a joint guarantor has the obligation to repay in my place. So from now on, you can repay my debt.
Of course I won't.
Your feelings don't matter. It's determined by the rules. Follow the rules and pay, stupid.
Rules? You're talking about rules after committing fraud? You'll be hearing from my lawyer about this.
Good luck proving anything. Your seal was on those documents. For all they know, you agreed to it.
We'll see about that.
What did you do?
Oh, is something wrong?
Don't play dumb. Because of you, I've been asked to pay an incredible amount.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the debt. I've been repaying in installments, but suddenly I was told to repay the full amount, including interest.
About that. Actually, after hearing about the issue of joint guarantor from you, I consulted with my husband. Then he introduced me to a lawyer through the legal department of his company. This lawyer specializes in financial matters, and he negotiated with the consumer finance company.
No matter how good a lawyer is, there's no way they can change a point guarantor.
Normally, no, but you stole my seal and signed without my permission, right? In that case, this contract becomes invalid. They discussed this thoroughly with the company, and they nullified the joint guarantee contract.
Seriously?
But if that's the case, then from the company's perspective, the original contract itself was wrong, right? You made the contract by falsely claiming that you had a joint guarantor.
That's true.
In that case, the company apparently needs to end the contract itself as soon as possible. This means they're demanding the amount you were planning to repay over a long period in a lump sum.
So that's why the demand is such an incredible amount.
That's right, but this isn't illegal or anything. It seems that such a clause is written in your contract. You need to properly repay that money.
Don't be ridiculous. There's no way I can pay such a thing.
Don't act so self-righteous. Repaying borrowed money is common sense in society, right? Well, I don't think a man who would abandon his wife and child without a second thought has any common sense. But this time, unlike with us, you can't escape. If you don't pay, I think they'll collect accordingly.
Wait a minute. We're about to have a baby, and it's already a time when money is tight.
I don't care about your circumstances. Repaying money is determined by the rules.
You're just doing this for revenge, aren't you? You're still bitter that I left you for Kate.
This has nothing to do with revenge. You committed fraud using my name, and now you're facing the consequences. It's as simple as that.
Hey, please, can you lend me some money? Just a little?
Why should I do such a thing?
I don't want to make my family sad. You understand, right?
Yes, I understand. I don't want to make my family sad either.
Then...
But that doesn't mean you can use such words. Do you know how much pain we suffered because of you? I feel sick hearing your talk about caring for your family.
Are you abandoning me?
Abandoning you? Don't be stupid! You abandoned me and Lily, right? At that point, we became complete strangers. Why should I help someone like you? I don't care what happens to you.
After everything we've been through, how could you be so cold?
I learned from the best, didn't I? Isn't this exactly what you did to me?
That was different. I was following my heart.
And I'm following mine now. Good luck with your debt, Jack. You're going to need it. Please go ahead and live your downfall life on your own.
Emily, wait, we can work something out. Please?
Goodbye, Jack. Don't contact me again. After that, Jack borrowed money from another company to repay his large debt. However, he struggled with that repayment as well, and his mailbox was filled with dunning notices. In this situation, Kate handed him divorce papers, and now he's living alone, afraid of debt collectors. Meanwhile, I'm still living happily with my husband and Lily. Balancing childcare and housework is certainly challenging, but with my husband's support, I'm able to do it very happily. When I think that I wouldn't have this happiness if I hadn't separated from Jack, I feel that even that painful separation wasn't so bad. And from now on, my goal is to consider Lily first and build a wonderful home with my husband for a long time.